Most people think WordPress is still the best CMS, but in 2025, that might not be true anymore. Let me show you why. I've seen businesses waste a lot of money and countless hours fighting with bloated systems that were never right for them in the first place. Choosing the wrong CMS can be like buying shoes 3 sizes too small. Painful, limiting, and honestly a complete waste of money. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you which CMS platforms are actually doing really well in 2025, which ones are falling behind, and most importantly, how to pick the perfect one for your specific needs. I personally help businesses escape the WordPress trap and find CMS solutions that actually work for them and not against them. And I promise this is not just another WordPress alternatives video. Stick with me because the CMS landscape is transforming, and what worked in 2023 might be holding you back today. So let me establish something important right away. I've spent close to the last decade building custom software solutions for businesses. I migrated clients from nightmare software or CMS situations and built systems from scratch when nothing off the shelf would work. So when I talk about CMS problems, this is coming from real experience. So what's wrong exactly with traditional CMS options? Let me get specific. First, there's the plugin problem. The average WordPress site runs 20 to 30 plugins. Each one is another potential security hole, performance drain, and compatibility issue waiting to happen. And then there's performance. Those beautifully designed page builder sites are often pumping out bloated code that really hurts your load times. And Google is now explicitly penalizing slow sites in search rankings. That fancy visual builder might look great in the back end, but it could really hurt your SEO efforts. Finally, there's the flexibility ceiling. Traditional CMS platforms were built for a web that barely exists anymore. Today's businesses need content that flows seamlessly between websites, apps, digital displays, and more, something the old system just wasn't really designed to handle. So what should you actually look for in a CMS in 2025? First, I recommend a headless or API-first approach. This means your content lives separately from the system that's displaying it. This architecture gives you incredible flexibility. Second, look for true scalability. Not just can handle more traffic, but can your CMS grow with your business operations? Can it handle complex workflows as your team expands? Can it manage thousands of content entries without slowing to a crawl? Third, developer-friendly but business accessible. The best modern CMS platforms have clean APIs developers love, but also intuitive interfaces your marketing team can actually use without calling IT support every time they need to make a change. And fourth, this is critical, built-in performance optimization. Your CMS should make it easy to deliver lightning-fast experiences, not work against your speed goals. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my favorites. I'm saving what I think is the best for last, so stick around and find out what it is. I used to be a Craft CMS developer. I think Craft is amazing, and some of the updates that they have made for it have made it even better. It has evolved nicely in the headless space while maintaining its awesome editorial experience. It strikes a good balance between developer-friendly and content editor usability. For content-heavy sites with specific design needs, Craft continues to deliver. I think it can be a really great option, but I no longer recommend Craft CMS because I've found a better solution. The main reason for me was that Craft CMS is a bit pricey for a solution, and the CMS I use now is open source. This was a really big factor in making these projects affordable for my customers. I've got another video talking more in depth about why I made that switch. I'll link that video in the description. Strapi is another CMS that I evaluated very deeply when I was trying to choose my new preferred CMS system. Their open source approach keeps costs down, and the plugin ecosystem has matured significantly. And if budget constraints are real but you need headless capabilities, Strapi deserves consideration. You can do a lot of things with Strapi. Ultimately, it does not have a native integration with Next.js, so it wasn't my top choice. And finally, for me, Payload CMS is at the top of this list. If you've seen my videos before, you know I'm crazy about Payload, and for a lot of good reasons. It fits all the criteria I've listed above and addresses the issues I had with other CMSs, and it's completely free to use. I truly believe that this is the best option for most businesses and can change the way that your business functions. It's a JavaScript-based, self-hosted solution that gives you complete control. The admin UI is incredibly customizable, and it generates TypeScript types automatically. For businesses that want ownership of their stack without the traditional headaches, Payload is really hard to beat. I've implemented Payload for several clients who needed complex content relationships and custom workflows. There is nothing else that matches the flexibility and accessibility of Payload. Now, how do you actually make this decision? How do you decide which one is best for your website? Well, here's my framework. Step one is define your content complexity. Is it a simple blog? Do you need a big and complex product catalog? Do you need multi-language support for a corporate site? Be honest about your needs. Step two is think about your technical resources. Do you have developers in-house? Are you working with agencies? Some CMS options require more technical expertise than others. Payload is definitely my favorite, but you will have to have help from a developer to get your site set up on it. Step three is consider your growth trajectory. A startup might need different CMS capabilities than an established business. I would seriously think 18 months ahead, minimum. Step four is evaluate integration requirements. What other systems does your CMS need to talk to? CRMs, e-commerce platforms, payment processors? Make sure you know exactly what you need before you make a decision. And step five is be realistic about your budget, not just for implementation, but for ongoing maintenance and growth. Some platforms have lower upfront costs, but become expensive as you scale. So I've said most of what I wanted to say. Basically, the right CMS isn't about choosing what's the trendiest. It's about finding the system that aligns with your specific needs, technical capabilities, and growth plans. This year, that means more and more looking beyond traditional options toward flexible API-driven platforms. If you're feeling overwhelmed or uncertain about your CMS decision, I'm here to help. I've built custom software solutions for businesses across industries, and I can help you navigate these choices with some clarity. So what's the next easiest step? Click the link in the description to take my quick questionnaire. It'll take you just a few minutes and you'll get personalized guidance about which platform might be right for your specific situation. No sales pressure, just practical guidance based on your actual needs. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. I'm posting new videos every week about practical tech solutions for real business problems. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.